They found me in motion. That kind of place hides men like me. Men with scars, both seen and unseen. I was known as Chima, the ghost, the kind of man who doesn't flinch when the devil walks in. I didn't kill for fun. I killed for money. I never asked questions. Questions make a man soft, and soft men don't survive in my line of work. The job came through one rainy Wednesday afternoon. Alhaji Rashid, a big fish in Lagos politics, sent his driver to fetch me. They didn't waste time with pleasantries. The offer was direct, 3 million naira, she dies. Clean and quiet. I asked, who? The driver handed me a photo. Her name was Amarachi Wokoye. Beautiful, maybe late 20s. Skin like milk and honey. Eyes too gentle for Lagos. The kind of woman who had no business being in a kill order. I looked at her picture too long. The driver noticed and smirked. She must have crossed someone big. That is not our business. I nodded. Our business was making people disappear. The location was Enugu. Quiet place. Easy cleanup. I took the job. I arrived in Enugu 2 days later and began watching her. She lived in a modest flat in Tinker's Corner, worked at a local school and took care of a sick old woman. Her mother, I guessed. She was too ordinary to be dangerous, but something about her haunted me. She reminded me of someone. The night I was supposed to strike, I watched her from a broken fence behind the compound. She was singing in Igbo while feeding her mother, a soft lullaby. My stomach twisted. I hadn't heard that song in over 20 years. I remembered it from childhood. My mother sang that exact tune to my baby sister before we were separated during a crisis in Ajengule. That was before everything burned, before our house was set on fire, before the Red Cross took me. I never saw my family again. I froze. I waited until she went to bed, then broke into the apartment. She was deep asleep, peaceful, vulnerable. The knife in my hand felt heavier than it ever had. My heart was racing. I moved closer, ready to do the job and disappear. That is when her mother, half conscious, mumbled something that stopped everything. Chioma, where is your brother, Chima? I staggered back like I'd been slapped. That's my name. My name. That name is my name. I stared at the old woman. Her face, aged and thin, had the same scar on her cheek Mama had. My knees buckled. I turned to Amarachi. Chioma. Her full name was Chioma Amarachi Wokoye. That was my sister. The knife dropped from my hand. I ran. I didn't stop until I reached the hills behind the old school. I sat in the darkness and cried like a child I hadn't cried in 2 decades. The next morning, I returned. I had to tell her. I had to protect her. But it was too late. She was gone. So was the mother. Blood on the walls. A message written in lipstick. You were too slow, ghost. Alhaji had cleaned up his own mess. He knew I would do hesitate. He used me to lead them to her. I was never the killer, just the tracker. I hunted Alhaji for 2 years, from Lagos to Cotonou. I found him in a villa in Badagry, hiding behind guards and juju priests. He begged. I didn't listen. He died slowly. And yet, Nothing changed. Chioma was gone. My only blood. My own blood. The one I was supposed to protect. Now, I live in Enugu. I've taken her mother in my mother. She doesn't talk much, but when she sings, I close my eyes and listen. I imagine Chioma's voice joining hers. Some nights, I walk to the school where she used to teach and stand by the gate. I watch the children run, laugh, leave. I wonder what kind of aunt she would have been, what kind of sister she could have been. They paid me to kill her, but in truth, they killed me instead. Leave. I wonder what kind of aunt she would have been, what kind of sister she could have been. They paid me to kill her, but in truth, they killed me instead. Tales by Amicon. Please subscribe to this channel for more interesting stories.